For too long, the people of Owensboro have been asked to blindly trust systems that don't show their work. But I'm not here to play along with that. I've seen the numbers, I've done the research, and I'm bringing the truth directly to you. Let's talk about the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce and the organizations operating under its umbrella. I'm talking about the Leadership Institute and others that are part of the same network. What I've uncovered should concern every business owner, every taxpayer, every resident who believes in real leadership and accountability. The Leadership Institute, they operate at a net loss of $26,000 in their most recent filings. And yet, the CEO paid themselves over 33% of the total revenue brought in. But here's the real kicker. That CEO's compensation, it was over 100% of all total contributions made to the organization. Let that sink in. While the group is losing money, the person at the top is walking away with more than the community even gave. That's not sustainable. That's not smart business, and it's certainly not leadership. Now let's talk about the chamber itself. The Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce reported being $60,000 in the red, or negative. And despite that, the president of the chamber is receiving a salary that's equal to 20% of the organization's total revenue, or 50% of all member contributions. You choose the number. Either way, it tells the same story. This is the same organization that continues to sponsor and promote programs while being financially underwater. And let's not forget the Greater Owensboro Economic Development Corporation, an organization that's supposed to be driving our city's economic growth. Yet they're operating with a revenue of only $656,000, while their expenses have ballooned to over $1.1 million. That's a negative net income of over $460,000. The very group tasked with economic development can't even manage their own financial house. But here's what makes it worse. This isn't new. This isn't a one-time dip or a one-time thing. The Leadership Institute, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Economic Development Corporation have all been operating in the red consistently for years. We're not talking about temporary setbacks. We're talking about long-term patterns of financial mismanagement, while those at the top continue to get paid. Let me be clear. These aren't accidents. These aren't simple oversights. These are decisions. These are choices that benefit a few individuals and leave the rest of us, local businesses, working families, and everyday citizens, carrying the weight. Now the Harwood Institute isn't directly under the chamber, but let me brush over them briefly. Their president, Rich Harwood, pays himself $300,000 a year through a nonprofit. And honestly, I haven't seen any measurable impact here in Owensboro. That's all I'll say about that for now, because my focus is right here on the network surrounding the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce. What we're seeing is a pattern, a system built to keep a small group of people in power and in profit, while the rest of us are expected to smile, nod, attend their events, and pretend that everything's working. But it's not, and it hasn't been for a long time. So here's what I'm calling for. A full financial audit of the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Owensboro Economic Development Corporation, and every organization operating under their umbrella. I want transparent reporting of executive salaries, annual budgets, and real, measurable results. Not vague summaries, not closed door meetings. I want our city and our private partners to reevaluate the relationship with these organizations until they can clean house and commit to honest practices. And more than that, I believe Owensboro must adopt an open budget platform, one where every taxpayer can log on and see in real time exactly where every single dollar of public money is going. No more hidden budgets, no more confusion, just facts, transparency, accountability. This isn't personal. This is principle. You cannot claim leadership while operating in the red and paying yourself first. You cannot preach community impact while pocketing more than you deliver. And you cannot expect Owensboro to keep clapping for a system that's failing the very people it claims to serve. Owensboro deserves better. We deserve leadership that reflects our values, not just leadership titles. We deserve real results, not rehearsed talking points. And we deserve to clearly see where our money, our energy, and our future is going. So let's get the truth out. Let's hold people accountable, and let's rise together. I'm your humble public servant, Titus Willis. God bless you, and have a good day.